Hello and welcome to episode 3 of We Are Central. As always, thanks for joining me. You're a legend for coming back. Make sure you hit the thumbs up, get involved in the comments. Don't forget, try it out for yourself, save file down below, and if you do, pick one of these teams in the Bootyverse. Let me know how you're getting on. If you really want to help the channel out, you can always become a patron. That is massively appreciated. And don't forget, at some point during the episode, I'll be revealing the question where you can have a chance to win a copy of FM22. Just wait 1 minute, my phone's vibrating. It's the gaffer. Do you know what? I've not seen this guy in the flesh all season. Been chilling out in Dubai doing business, apparently. What does he want?
What's up, Bood? Listen here, mate. So, midway through the season, things are looking good. I can't say that I saw this coming when I appointed you, because obviously we spoke to Alex Ferguson first, we spoke to Arsene Wenger. God, I was even desperate and spoke to Roy Keane. That being said, after quite a long list, you were my first choice. And I think it goes without saying that you've done me proud and you've proven I've made the right choice. So, look, if you can keep the performances going, that'd be great. As it stands, obviously, from a cash flow standpoint, things, it's not what I'd like them to be. Buying back the stadium from the council cost a lot more than I expected. The club, obviously, it was distressed, but even still, it's with all the other investments I've got going on out here, you know, it really stretched the limits of what I can do. So, and hey, you know, let's be honest, it's Dubai ain't cheap. Hanging out with Greeno certainly is not cheap. So I'll do the best that I can. I'm in conversations with my lawyers now. Obviously, the bankers, the investment partners as well on top of that to see if we can avoid any sort of points deductions going forward. But yeah, anything you can do, obviously, yeah, finishing first isn't an obligation, but a good cup run would certainly help. And getting out of this damn group first time round would be even better. So look, no pressure at all, but it's very simple. Cup run, get promoted. We're counting on you.
Well, at least I've seen him in the flesh now. Thank God he didn't show us his nipples. Shows you how much attention he's paying. We've already been knocked out of the cups. Honestly. Of course, I've had a lot of power taken away from me. I'm part of a collective, a team of people that are trying to get Manchester Central back to the Premier League. And of course, you haven't seen that team yet, so I thought we'd have a look. Now, we can't have a look at the owner, Christian Peter, Mr. Peter himself, Mr. Dubai, which annoys me. Why don't owners have attributes and doctors? I don't know why. Does anyone know why? It does my head in. But, you know, he's good. Like I said, I've not made him a tycoon, but he's wealthy. Hopefully we'll invest one day. But we can have a look at the others, and we'll start with my assistant, Joe. And here he is. Now, I have tinkered with some of their ages to go in line with Tame Valley. Joe's much younger than this in real life. Now, what I also did was I tested this when I first made it. And I wanted these guys to come with me on the journey. And I think I made them too good because they all left after a year or two to bigger clubs in the Premier League. So I've put them down a bit, but I've given potential to become good. Because I don't want them to leave, I want them to stay, and I want them to come all the way with me. That'd be awesome. So yeah, this is Joe, my assistant manager. Next up, it's Brian Kane himself, my head of youth, who's got a big month right now. And we're going to have a look at his first youth intake in a minute. Hopefully it's a special one. Now, he's Scottish in real life. He wanted to be Nigerian. I've also snuck in English, which you might not be happy about. But there's that rumour going around, isn't there, that if you're head of youth and you're director of football, I've got the same nationality as the club you're at, you will get better players coming in. So we'll see if that works. And then finally, Greeno himself, who apparently wants a big Zoom call at the end of the season to discuss transfers, who he's going to give me, who he's going to sell. And to be fair, in January, he has sold a couple of players. And to be fair, I'll talk about it later, I'll show you him. He turned down offers for two of my best players. I was panicking. Really tempted to take over. Don't sell him. And he didn't. He rejected him. Thank freaking God. So he brought in two players. Now, obviously, I'm not doing the contracts, but I've had a look to see what's the score. How bad is it? And we can only offer £150 a week contracts, apparently. So he's brought in this lad, 100 quid a week. And he's brought in this lad. We don't need him. We've got a youth intake coming. I know it's little wages, but it's just adding to our woes, in my opinion. But he decided to move some players on. He sold Nick Dale, who's a decent little prospect, for 95 grand. I would have sold him. And John Morris, I would have sold anyone. Another good little striker. And he's like Craig Lee, leave on a free. Now, we're not doing bad in the league. I'll share that with you in a minute. So much so, I won't lie, we've been promoted, but have we won the league title? We'll find out in today's episode. But when we did confirm promotion, because it is the 2nd of April. We've got the budgets for next year. So this is the budget that Lee Greenshield will have to play with. But he's got wiggle room in them wages and a bit to spend. We'll see what he does with that. He might sell players on. We'll find out. I'm shitting it, really, because I don't know what's going to happen. But we're still failing FFP. And I did look at giving guys a contract in the squad. And you still can't offer anyone a proper contract. Although, when this did happen, Greeno activated a couple of contract extensions. Maybe he couldn't before, no he could, which was pretty cool. So he's safeguarded some of our good young players. Now, of course, I've got no shortlist because I'm not doing anything. Nothing's getting added into it. I don't know what's going on. I don't care, right? Because we had the youth intake, and I got a nice little message from the head of youth, Brian Kane himself.
Yeah, right, bud. So the new youth intake is in. I've been grafting my ass off, unlike Greeno. I've been travelling up and down the country, and I'll tell you what, mate, I think I've found some talent here. So much so that I've signed all these boys up. So I've already spoke with the gaffer. He must be impressed because he's invited me to one of these famous pool parties in Dubai. So I'm going to have to love you and leave you because I've got a flight to catch.
And he wasn't lying. I think he's done a very good job for his very first youth intake. I was buzzing with this. Club like us needs some promise. And look at that. Look how many 5 stars he found. Happy days. Now, he's also signed them all up, which is great. I mean, you know me. I usually sign 3 stars and above. So I probably wouldn't have signed the lad at the bottom. But maybe in this kind of situation, I would have. And as you can see, also, 3 of them have been making the bench for me, which is a good thing. Because we might be relying on these, but then this might be quite cool if we stay under these tough financial restrictions. It might force me to finally push some of my youth through. Now, over the next few episodes, I do want to share my Patreon players with you. In case you're playing the save file, you can have a good look at them. I did mean to put a short list together. I don't think I'll have time in this episode. I will eventually, and when I do, I'll stick it in the description for a download. Now, the Munchen Club are currently sitting mid-table, and they sacked their manager, but they brought in Joe Chimolo, which is pretty cool. So let's check out the Patreon players that are here. First off, we've got Christoph Crap. That's not his real name. Absolutely love that though. He's decided to be Austrian. He's 18 years old. I love his serious face. Such a handsome fellow. And he's a decent little wonder kid. Next up, it's Rich Holt, subscriber for ages, super supportive of my channel. Can play all over the front. Might be a tidy little player for you. Next up, again, someone I've got a lot of love for. He's so supportive on my channel. Comments all the time. He's a top bloke. He's a top goalkeeper. It's Jose Rodriguez. And then finally, at the Munchen, we've got Adrian Hingley. 19 years old. He looks good for 19, doesn't he? He looked great, doesn't he? And all, good defender. English. Got any caps yet? No, but I'm pretty sure he will one day. Won't be the England captain though with that leadership. And I want to chuck this guy in as well because he's such a good bloke. It's Darrell Motion. He's the guy that has given me the copy of FM22 to give away to you. So it's thanks to this guy. Someone out there watching right now will at some point be playing this beautiful, wonderful game. Well, he is a very, very good player. I'm surprised he's not a wonder kid because he's just as good as all the others. Can use both feet. Plays right through the middle, really. Central midfielder, attacking midfielder. Just like he was pretty much for Tame Valley last year. Now, I'm not highlighting this game because it was awesome. It was awesome. We won 5-0. I'm highlighting it because it was a fan day. Now, there's been a bit of backlash with CP because he's done a bit of a rebrand. Traditionally, the real Manchester Central play, like we did in the last series, white shirts, black shorts, red socks with an AC Milan away kit. So he's rebranded. The away kit's now black and white, got rid of the red socks, gone for the Inter Miami look for home kits, which is cool, I love it. And obviously redesigned the logo. And you know, he wants to try and get bummed back on seats. So he did a fan day, and apparently it was a success. And it was brilliant that we won 5-0 when we had a few extra fans in the stadium. So of course, you know, we're promoted, and we are promoted. Currently sitting top of the league, comfortably. Now, it is a very competitive league, and we're not like steamrolling everyone. We've had bad patches here and there and weird games here and there, and I actually went and changed my tactic for quite a bit and got rid of my attacking midfielder and went for my defensive midfielder and went on a good run, and then I've switched back and I'm just having fun with it. I'm just basically picking the best team possible, and having that youth intake come through with all them prospects has helped my bench because a lot of my players are getting tired. Definitely helped out in the middle of the park. Slinken doing very well, leading goal scorer. Sean Brown, he's a cracking little player. He's the 3rd best player in the league. As you can see, we are great at scoring goals. We score a ton of goals. It's the way I play. I love this fucking tactic. That's why I'm boring. I keep it. Whichever one. Just pushing at teams, going at teams. It seems to work. at multiple levels in different countries. I like scoring lots and lots of goals. It does obviously leave us open at the back, so we're not great defensively. But I said that at the start, didn't I? Let's go Kevin Keegan. You know what I mean? You score 3, we score 4, hopefully. Now, the 2 players I was dreading leaving, because these 2 bids came in on the very last day of the transfer window in January. So I shit myself. Like, no. Greeno turned them down, luckily. And I think Rob Allen, he's wanted by quite a few teams in England, but I think it was Aberdeen who came in for him. And the other player was Kyle Jones as well. So again, another great player the computer gave me, which I was very happy with. Got a year left on his deal, so hopefully this summer we can sort these finances out. Because players like him, I don't want to lose just yet. They're too good, because I don't know what Greeno's going to do. I mean, I'm not even in charge of giving him new freaking contracts. Surely he will. So I've now moved on to the 20th of April, and we're still top of the league, only by 6 points. But apparently, we're at Bristol Rovers today, and even a draw, if maths goes our way, I think, can win us a title. So if we go here today in this live con, which we're going to have together, and beat Rovers, the title's ours. I can chill out. Because I have a couple of games left, so there's still games to win. And I mean, if I fail in this live con, I'll do what I'll do on other series where I'll jump in for the last 10 minutes and share a little bit with you. Hopefully we can do it away. We've got another home game against Cambridge, got Port Vale away, and then that's it. But as you can see, look. I mean, I've had patches like that on one game there. In how many? 3, 6, it's like 6 games, bloody hell. Not great, is it? But we're still there, and other teams take points from other teams, and makes it a lot of fun. I haven't won Manager of the Month since December, and I don't. But when you go on some of them runs we went on, I don't think I should. But the way it's been going in April, surely, I'll be getting April's Manager of the Month, and maybe some tickets to Dubai end of the season. Let's have a quick check in on the squad before the game. I've arranged it by average rating, and you can see the main guys here. Lee Bangsmore has been immense. Love the kid, got a big future. Kyle Jones, like I said. Matt Dunster, solid. Him and Lee Masters forming a solid partnership, even though Lee is all the way down here. He's had some tough games. Schlinks Lincoln's form's dipped a bit. You might have noticed he hasn't scored in the last 20 days. Bit worried, but then he's been tired. There's been times when I've had to play him when he needs a rest. There's been times when I've had no option but to have maybe 3 or 4 guys starting with rest icons. I've even played the odd guy with an orange injury. Even though I've got all these players, it doesn't always work out that way. And do you know what? I kind of like it. It frustrates me, but the fun of it, the challenge of it, not knowing what's coming in the future. It should be fun. Like Unflushable, you might think, oh, I mean, his form's picked up recently. He has just burnt out. I have played that kid to death. Look at him. 42 games. And here we are. Look at this. Fancy. On TV, I didn't notice. Now, this is my best team. And you've got a little treat because no tiredness, no fatigue. Love the Unflushable's face, by the way. How good's that? Now, if you are wondering about the Unflushable, that's his online name. He has a very important job and he can't reveal his face. He does have his own YouTube channel. Brilliant YouTube channel. He's such a good guy. Been around on my channel for a very long time. So that is him. He's just wrapped his face in tape. Him and his dad can't reveal the face. International man of mystery. That's what he is. Right, come on, boys. Let's do this. Let's put on a performance for everyone at home and let's win ourselves this league title. It's not going to happen when you let Sparky, Mark Hughes, score the first goal. Right, come on, boys. Oh. Highlight from kickoff. You know my conspiracies. You probably know it yourself. This is either going to be a goal or a very, very, very close chance. Watch. Let's watch. Very predictable, this game. Partridge, beautiful cross. Over to Adams. I played too much. Do you see this for yourself when you play? Got that though, wasn't it? That cross was massive. Just boom. Heads it in. Right, here we go. Partridge. Got lots of wheelchairs here, haven't there? I've never noticed that many wheelchairs all along this edge. Great. Fantastic. Alright, Partridge. Finds Allen. Allen into Jonesy. Jonesy going to do with it. He's giving it back to Partridge and right back. Just playing 1-2s on edge at box. And give the ball away. There's a million little passes you could have give, and now they're coming at us on the charge. Nicholson on the right, come on. That Lee Bangsmore, get at him. This is boring. Get on him. You know you want him. No. Well done, Lee. Finds Adams, right. Now it's us on the charge. No, it's not. Wake up. There's times when I'm like, I lost a game, drew a game, lost a game, and I'm thinking, How am I still top of the league? How am I still top of the league? I mean, next year could be a kettle of fish, but you never know. Okay, so it's half time and it's 1-1, and it's time for me to reveal the question. Now, most of you know, most of you may not, I'm a massive NFL fan. That is my first sport, my first love. So I always like to have questions that revolve around my cap collection and my love of the NFL. Now, you may have noticed that in episode 1, I wore a Broncos cap. In episode 2, I wore a Raiders cap. And right now in episode 3, I am wearing a Washington cap. Now, the question is, what do these 3 NFL franchises have in common? One very specific thing they all share that no other franchise technically shares with them. Now, if you know the answer, do not put it in the comments because it will get deleted and it won't be entered. You've got to email me. You'll find my email in the description. Email me the answer, what these 3 teams have in common, and I will enter your name into the draw for the FM22 game giveaway. There we go. Second half is underway, and go on, Lee Bangsmore. Is it Lee Bagans? Lee Bagansmore. I always call him Lee Bangs more. He bangs them in. It's just easier to say. Here's the unflushable, tidy, lovely little midfielder. He's got lovely hair. But yeah. International man of mystery, just like his father. Great bit of football to Adams. Oh, man. But yeah, thank you if you've returned for this, and hopefully you will come on the journey, because these are the kind of series that don't get a ton of views, but have a lot of fun. Little stories can evolve. It's a good little journey. It's a club we can all become one with. I mean, whenever you do a specific team, you're kind of always alienating the rivals. Like if I did Liverpool, and United fans might not want to watch me, and you're on so on and so on like that. So I've always liked that about custom series, even though this technically isn't, because they are a real team sort of nowadays. You can all get behind it, and that's what I like about it. You know what I mean? No real rivals in real life. Right, come on. I know I need to make some subs. Let's get this highlight out of the way. Come on, just get it in the net. For God's sake. Made a couple of changes. Got Sean Brown up top. I've brought Joe Catley on as well for the Masters. I've not seen anything with any other results. I mean, I've been chatting, so I do miss it sometimes. We'll see. Do you know what? Let's give Ben a couple of minutes. I think he had a knock. I've not done it, have I? Why did you not click that then? Let's give Ben a couple of seconds. He had an injury for a bit, so it's finished 1-1. So we did win it. I didn't see anything come up. We've not had a trophy ceremony. Maybe I'll get that in one of the other games. But everyone's happy. We've won League 2. Bood leads the team to glory. The board are happy. Mr. Peter's buzzing. Surely my Dubai holiday tickets. I'm in the post now. We'll have to wait and see. Crown champions, happy days. I didn't know how this was going to go, but it's gone very well. And I can chill out a little bit now. Maybe I can play some kids. Don't care about results. The title is ours. Let's give them some first team football. See if any of them can cut the mustard. Getting ready for League 1. Just hope Greeno don't balls it all up. So played the last 2 games. We beat Cambridge 1-0, the B team. Last game against Port Vale. We just won 2-0. I went for it. Neither game gave me my trophy ceremony, which has been a bit annoying. It's happened a few times on other saves. I don't know why. Bit gutted about that, to be fair. I feel like we deserved it. But we're champions. Nice cushion. Great run towards the end of the season. Totally deserved it. Schlinks went off the boil at the end of the year, but I still believe in the kid. Timmy Abraham. Is that Tammy Abraham's brother? The poor man's version. Plays for Newport. How did the other teams do in the Boodyverse? Well, Denton finished 8th and the Valley sorted themselves out. They got a new manager in. They finished 14th. Newcastle and Brentford have gone down. That's not over yet. Might have a look at all that in a bit more detail in the next episode. And the Munchen Club have survived, which is brilliant. Now, I do want to share stuff with you, but I don't want to look at who wins all the cups and stuff, because who cares? It's all about Central right now. When we get in the Premier League, maybe I will. But I don't care about anything else, really. That's what I focus on next year. And pray to God Greeno does some magic. Still failing FFP, even though we've got the new wage budget. So I'm hoping when it does transition to the new year, that'll just go away, hopefully. A point deduction, though, would make things interesting. Now, this is something I can't do on other series when I'm doing full seasons, but let's have the end of season review, because why not? A bit more detail when you do 2 episodes a season. So let's have a look. The new arrivals. I mean, Craig Lee helped a little bit, to be fair. Season's results, look at that. Beautiful. How good's that? Average attendance, 23,000. Come back. Hopefully that'll go right up now we're in League 1. Moments to remember. 5-0 against Scunny. 3-0 against Swindon, 3-0 against Mansfield. Happy days. Finances. Sponsorships up. Broadcast revenue. Everything's up. Schlinks sold the most shirts. That's cool, isn't it? I like that. On Flushball Juniors on there as well. We made a lot of money. This club is slowly going to get back there, and I promise you, we're going to get back there to where we belong. How did you line up? Apparently that's my best team. Why is Sean Brown up there? Where's Schlinks? Sean Brown is a backup. Is it going to have average rating? I mean, look how many games he played. He did well. Don't look at it. He's done well. But Schlinks, the links, he should be there. Accolades. Let's have a look. Sky Bet Manager a month. Surely I'm going to win Manager of the Year. We'll have a look at that in the next one. But yeah, pretty happy. History in the making. Champions. It was a superb season for the Bees as they claim the title to back up their pre-season credentials. There we go. That is the end of episode 3 and the end of the first season. I'm looking forward to episode 4. Brand new season, brand new league. Hopefully you are too. And do you know what? I was a bit pissed off though, I'll be honest with you. We had the after party. Everybody came. The chairman wasn't there. Greeno wasn't there. Kane wasn't there. And the assistant wasn't there. And he's just sent me a voice message.
Alright, boss. Just to let you know, sorry I couldn't make the promotion party. But you know the big boss, the owner man, will invite me to one of his special parties. You know, the ones that once in a lifetime sort. So me and the wife are on our way to that now. Gotta go though, boss. Greeno's still in the plane. See you later.
So he's off to Dubai as well. Well, I've had a memo here off the gaffer. It's got to be mine. It's got to be my tickets. Congratulations. Thanks. On winning the title and getting us into League One. You've done a very good job as part of the team this year. And to celebrate that success, I have sent you tickets for you and your family to go to Butlins in Skegness for the weekend. Is he taking the piss?